Ender's ragtag bunch is slowly starting to transform into something resembling a professional mercenary band. With their new base of operations in Squin, they have been afforded greater access to resources, allowing them to pursue even greater challenges. They have taken on several new allies, some better trained for the wasteland than others. All are welcome to stand by their side. While not out scouring the wasteland, Ender pores over old books and tries to expand on his knowledge of the world. There is so much out there that has either been lost or remains jealously guarded by those who do not wish to share power. What little he is able to glean from these fragmented texts inspire him to new possibilities. Perhaps one day they will even help him establish his own settlement out in the wasteland. For now, however, it is time to focus on more immediate concerns. Their coffers are running empty again, and it is proving ever more difficult to feed the growing company. They have waited long enough, wounds have healed, training has been completed. It is time to get back out there and find an enemy worthy of picking a fight with. Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to another episode of Kenshi. As we join our heroes here, we see that they are being attacked by a band of dust bandits that were just wandering through Squin, and it just kind of... It seemed right to get everyone together. Is there a... Is this everyone? Seems like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like we've got everyone there. All right, good. Yeah, darn right, Hobbs. Keep those good times going. Anyway, yeah, let's see. Any of these guys have... Well, this guy's a dust bandit bowman, so we should maybe have a... Go ahead and loot him up a little bit. Okay. There we go. And he's got a junk bow of some kind. I guess I probably should have cleaned up our inventory before starting, but oh well. The important thing is we're getting everyone a little bit of training here. Right off the bat, a little bit of combat. I like it. I like it. Dust bandits are going down. Some of them are actually worth a pretty penny. We also have a nice amount of money from our previous endeavors here. Is it just the one guy who has a bounty on his head? Yeah, just the dust boss, which actually makes a lot of sense. It's only the bosses that we really care about. All right, let's go ahead and loot. Oh, this guy had no ammo on him anyway. All right, well. Let's see. Where is that dust boss again? That is a bar. Here we go. Here's the dust boss. Let's start off by looting him. Of all he's got. At some point, I should do something with these clothes here. Maybe put them on someone else. And yeah, we'll have Hobbs pick him up. Excellent work. Oakley dokley. Everyone is grabbed and good. Alright, off to the police station. That sure learned those dust bandits. And I guess that's going to be what we do today. We're going to go out, we're going to fight, we're going to train, we're going to get stronger. We're going to collect some bounties when and where possible. Hello there, friend. Kind of makes you wonder what these guys must be thinking, seeing a heavily armed group come wandering in. Hello, where is the police chief? Police chief? You are, in fact, the police chief. Okay, that's Kang coming in. Let's let Hobbs do the honors here. Since he's the guy actually carrying the bounty. I suppose for strength training, maybe what I should do is have like half of the group carry the other half. Till it's possible to carry a person without any trouble at all. But we'll worry about those sorts of things by the by. For now, though, I want to make sure everyone is actually running. Yeah, there we go. All right, and a quick check of everyone. Yeah, a couple of people took a few hits, and we're definitely not as well equipped as we could be, but we're not bad. We're actually already almost up to 15 melee attack. Kind of had a bit of training. I also had Parg and Hobbs do some combat training mostly as a just in case. I don't really think they're going to need it, but better to need something and not have it than have something and not need it, or what have you. Alright, let's actually have everyone gather around here, and then we'll... What is this? The Shekel Crush every last flat-skinned nest in this world. The greedy fat cowards repulse me. Now, sir, let's not, The already known. Don't know that yet. I mean, I might as well buy all these. Already known. Mercenary plate. Of course, this is gonna burn through our colored armored rags. Interesting. Unholy chest piece. Alright, that's some good stuff. Yeah, I better put everyone's stuff away. We actually need to do a bit of trading. Our various friends here. Make sure everyone's got all the good stuff. Wow, we actually have a bunch of fabrics on hand. Because that's right. Because I was thinking about doing some... getting some crafting going. What is this? This is a shoddy grade. Is this also a shoddy grade? It doesn't really apparently have a grade, so I'll leave it. The perception bonus might actually be useful for our friends here. Kang's got a bunch of extra stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna clean up everyone's inventories for a second, and then we're going to go out and do what we intended to do this episode in the first place, so see you shortly. Okay, so this is a camp of some kind. We can't really see what sort of camp it is from here. Though... Camp? Camp? Oh, I've passed it. Alright, let's see here. So it's apparently there's a camp of some capacity, general vicinity. It might be a destroyed camp at this point. Might not be. We'll find out as we get closer. I just don't see anybody. Which doesn't necessarily mean there's no one there. It just means that I am blind and possibly maybe even a little dumb. Okay, so here we are. And, oh, it's a nomad camp, but there's no nomads here. So I guess we'll make our way down to the way station. Because I did say before, I wanted to go visit the last stand, so maybe this episode will kind of cut in that general direction. We'll see if we end up fighting dust bandits, bands of bones, Krall's chosen, berserkers, anyone of that general nature. I think we've got a big enough posse that we should be able to take on just about anything we encounter. Hello. What is this? Something. Alright, anyway. Yeah, let's scour that wasteland. It has been a while since they've been down this way. Ender remembers their first foray into the Sten desert, capturing Tora the Fearless. They needed help back then. The desert has many opportunities, but many dangers. Berserkers, Krall's chosen, gods only know what else. But he has confidence in his crew. They can do this. Okay, so we've got our first look at a potential foe to take on here. There's a hungry bandit who is apparently a band of bones member who is apparently going to pick a fight with these guys. That is interesting. It also just occurs to me, noticing that he's hungry, it occurs to me I did not pick up any food before we left. So that is not very smart of me. Alright, these guys are going to destroy this band of bonesmen. So let's have Hobbs and Parg kind of get themselves off here. And let us begin the assault. This may be a mistake because they're all in like the 40s and I think most of us are not in that general range. Okay, yeah, everyone move in. Let's attack all. Hobbs and Parg are gonna be our shooter guy people. So let's have them kinda, yeah, just try to stay on the edges of this. We outnumber them, I believe, but I suspect we are going to, yeah, more than one person's going to fall Burslam went down first because he has no real... Oh, wow. We're actually... Issa's, like, ramming this guy pretty hard with his heavy sword, which is good. Hobbs and Parg maybe close in a little bit. Okay, Kang is down. Ender and Hax are down. Have we downed anyone? It does not appear... Oh, wait, we did actually down one of them. Okay. So it's not looking terribly great for us. But remember, defeat is the first step towards winning. Yeah, and as long as Hobbs and Parg, who are pretty good at running, can hold these guys off. I mean, these guys are still... We're still fighting over here. Oh, geez, that's a pretty rough blow to the chest there. Okay, yeah, and then they're kind of like running back. Yeah. Yeah, our bolts might be enough. Oh, God. Our bolts might possibly be enough to hold these guys off. I don't really... Yeah, I don't really expect that to be the case. But yeah, if we can kite them... then we might just have a chance. What is this? Oh God, we're getting up. Our guys are getting up. This is a bad idea. Let's do some first aid. And Hacks. First aid. If we can first aid our guys, that would probably be ideal. Meanwhile, I could use this as an opportunity for Parg and Hobbs to practice their kung fu. But yeah, you know what? Let's maybe get some of that. Ooh, it works on our toughness as well, so that's not bad. And we're kind of, yeah, these guys are busy bandaging their own up. How is it looking over here? Ender, he is unconscious, almost lost his stomach. That would have been pretty bad. All right, so the rest of us are going to come in here and, like, clean these guys up. Okay. And then we are... Okay, these guys are coming in. Hobbs and Parg, if you don't mind. Attack target. You guys keep doing what you're doing over there. Ruka... It'd be a good idea to pick up our characters here. Or actually, maybe... join in on the fray. Okay, yeah, you guys keep, Alright, this has been rough, but there is a greater than 0 chance we might be able to pick these guys off. Again, it's unlikely. Especially as we're going back down now. But it could happen. Okay, so, we did kind of pull things off. We've got a bunch of people in recovery comas, though, and Hax, yeah, her left arm is completely useless for... Both her arms are completely useless for the foreseeable future. So that is going to make things kind of interesting. All right, and also I forgot to grab... Hobbs doesn't have anyone, does he? Yeah, let's pick up everyone we can. Okay, this person is playing dead. Good for them. But everyone is patched up, so it should simply be a matter of waiting until we're taken care of. I mean, that was something. I mean, that was a bit of a marathon of a fight. And we were kind of lucky some dust bandits showed up and kind of helped out a little bit because... Does this guy lose an arm? No, he just... Everything was crippled. So note to self, probably shouldn't go after Yeah, these particular fellows. Oh, hello. If you don't mind, that I would rather you didn't attack me. Yeah, I mean, it's just the one of him against all of us, so I have to believe that he's not going to be a terribly big threat, but you never know. Let's loot him to make sure this does not happen again. Big ol' fragment axe. Doesn't have much in the way of clothes. Yeah, and we're all kind of like heavily weighed down now, so this is where I'm going to find out whether I regret picking up that particular mod that adds a little bit more weight to things to carry individuals. So I guess we have... Are you kidding me? You're just gonna come after me, are you? I feel bad for Hacks. Like, both her arms are all messed up. Oh, seriously? Alright, well, if we've got to fight, we gotta fight. Wow, and Hacks is just, like, demolishing that guy. It is hard not to feel demoralized as they limp back to Squin with broken bones and bloodied noses. Ender's decision to pursue the Sten Desert Berserkers has, once again, almost led them to ruin. His ambitions grow well beyond his reach, and the cost of pursuing them continuously put the people under his care in danger. The wasteland is unforgiving and always hungering. Those not strong enough to survive end up becoming the food for those who are. Okay, and we've spent a bit of time just recovering, and I noticed while we were sitting here, we've got a engineer here, Paradale, needs some walls built. I can handle them for you. For 6,000 cats, I think we can hire him. And he's pretty scrawny. Like, really scrawny. I'm just gonna... Nope, Nope, that's not what I was looking for. His shoulders, they're too narrow. His proportions are all off, but you know what? Let's not mess with it. So we've got a third guy. I'm also thinking I might actually, just because the hub is really not a great place for... Whoop, bumped my microphone there. It's not the greatest spot, so I might actually... And by might, I mean probably not this episode, but next episode I am going to move our guys. So for now, though, we have a engineer. What has Paradale got? He's got reasonable athletics. He's pretty good at labor. So skill at manual work, mining, and using simple machinery. So that's good. And yeah, he's an engineer. Skill at building and repairing structures. So that should be rather useful to us. So we've got even more people. Burned a lot of our money on yeah, just all of this. But fortunately, we have like 1 billion copper back in the hub. It's just very hard to sell it on account of... Yeah, the only real place we can sell it is to the bar, and there's not really anyone in the bar. I think I'm going to send Paradale back to Squin for now, and I'm going to put him in our other group. I'm actually just going to call labor for now. That way it just fits wherever we have them. Yeah, so I'm going to send... Paradale will go back. Ender's always happy to bring on new people who are looking for a chance. Hergel. Oop, wrong group here. Let's just pick everyone here. Who is Hergel? Best not be looking at me, girl, or I'll best not. Or you'll what? I'll take your toes off. Yeah, clean off. Then I'll eat your heart, liver too. Finally, I'll puke it all out into your chest. Haha. Yeah, and use your toes to sew it back up. Yeah, what are you gonna do about that? For that, I'll hire you. What do you say? What? Really? I'm gonna tell my, I mean, of course you are, but I ain't free. Chumps are free. Not me. 3,000 large. Alright, fall in, killer. Yeah, given how scrawny this guy is, I think he's an escaped slave. Especially since he was, he'll tell your what? Your owner? I mean, yeah, you should also probably go back to the Squin, do a little bit of training, but I think I'll carry you with us. And again, we'll gather everyone up. Let's go ahead and buy some more food here. Yeah. Can't afford all of that. That is totally understandable and acceptable. But yeah, we've got people who are starving here, so let's go back out into the wastes. Let's maybe endeavor, probably just dust bandits, honestly. I figured we could maybe hold our own, but yeah, our stats are just, we're not ready for that yet. We have to start small. I think Ender and my continued problem is that we overestimate ourselves and what it is that we are capable of, with that there's that insatiable hunger to constantly be doing more and reaching for ever bigger and better things. But baby steps, little baby steps. You know, this, the Holy Nation was not built in a day, as Issa might say. Though that particular choice of reference is probably not well received among most of the group, seeing as most of us are either direct enemies of the Holy Nation or are generally not fans. And Hobbs is telling the story of the Randy Grillo again. In fact, most of us don't really care for the Holy Nation that much, though Issa's kind of an interesting character. We don't know too much about who he was before he joined up with us, but what we do know is that he seems to be an Ocranite. He believes that there's redeeming features to the faith, even though it's one that discriminates against people such as himself, not to mention Shek, women, hivers, basically anything that is not a standard Greenlander male. But nonetheless, Issa persists. He knows chapter and verse of the Book of Okran by heart, and can make some pretty persuasive arguments that there's stuff in there that might be being twisted out of its original intended context by the current clergy and just general leadership. Ender doesn't really know what to make of that. He's not one to really delve too deeply into religious matters. All he knows is that he is not fond of the Holy Nation. And meanwhile, a bunch of nasty people are after Paradale. These are just hungry bandits, right? Nothing too serious. Those look... Yeah, those are just starving bandits. We should be fine. I'll just send Paradale to... Actually, I could get him to start building, or to start mining here. Not a bad idea. The Shek should be able to handle this on their own, so I'm not gonna worry too much. The starving bandits will get what for and all that. Yeah, I'll get Paradale to start working, and we'll eventually bring Jemson and Jin down. In fact, that basically covers all the slots we've got for copper in the nearby area. Oh, is Paradale getting attacked again? Potentially. I mean, he's running out there, but I think the Shek should be able to handle a couple of starving bandits. A lot of lag jumping back and forth, because I think we've basically got 3 different chunks loaded into memory all at once here, and that's no doubt not great for performance. Okay, and as we cut back in here, I'm slowly going to start moving people down. I've sent Jin down, and then I'll probably send Jemson next. And for now, though, we're kind of in like the easy area, if you will. At least I'm going to call it the easy area. We're on the border of the swamp. And we're not in great shape, so I don't really want to stay here. It looks like we're going to have to... We're going to have to stay here for a while. I'm going to try to follow the road. Hopefully that'll be mostly okay without too much danger here. It doesn't seem so bad right now. But again, we're only on the border, and it is always possible for things to turn wrong at a moment's notice, which naturally scares the heck out of me. Oh, look, here we go. Already a way back out into the Borderlands. We should content ourselves with fighting dust bandits for the time being. In fact, we're actually close enough now that we can see Paradel, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I suppose we could actually even just stick around, because hungry bandits and dust bandits tend to not infrequently show up in that general area. So we'll have to see. Since we now have to work Hergel up. Ender is rather pleased, though. His reputation and his, or at least his pocketbook, is big enough to be supporting an ever-growing cadre, whatever you want to call it, of of interesting characters. Alright, according to this, I'm like right on top of whatever it is we have found. It's probably like an ever-empty nomad camp or something. Oh. Nope, it's dust bandits. That is, oh no, it's hungry bandits. Okay. I think we're strong enough to handle a couple of hungry bandits, though we are not in terribly great shape. So I'm not going to rule out the hungry bandits as potentially winning. Actually, micromanage Hobbs and Parg out of the way here. They are our shooting people, Parg, if you don't mind. Parg, come on, over here. Yeah, you guys stay out of it. I mean, no one's gone down yet. Bit of an opportunity for a little bit of martial arts training here. Oh yeah, look at that. They're going down. Hungry bandits are no match for us. Look at that. Look at their weak and pathetic stats. Very weak and pathetic. If nothing else, I guess it's giving Hergel a bit of an opportunity to improve his ability. Also, what is Jin doing? Jin is just aimlessly... Yeah, you first aid Paradel, if you don't mind. While we're in the vicinity. Yeah, it's just a light wound, but still probably worth staying on top of. I don't see any of her copper in this area. But it's going to be the copper trade that keeps us... I know there's another lump of copper around here somewhere. Where is it? It's right around... Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah. In fact, let's have Jemson go over there. We'll have to go to the hub to eventually reclaim some of the materials that I have left there. But for now, it appears that our crew, battered and injured and in generally not great shape. Yeah, these guys aren't really worth, I don't think, anyway. They've got it. They're worth a small few cats, but I don't know if it's worth hauling them in. Yeah, but then again, we're at a stage where any cats are better than none, so perhaps I should not think I'm better than these guys, because I'm not. Not really. Not right now. Alright. Yeah, not much in the way of cats, but it will stave off bankruptcy, as it were, for another day. Yeah, I'll just leave those guys there. Let's turn them in. We're close enough to squin. Yeah, it's right over there. But we might as well. Today has been a real test of Ender's leadership capabilities, and as they limp home, he can't help but feel that he has failed. Yet Kang laughs on the long trek back,
The heart of a true Shek warrior lays beneath that weak and puny flat-skin exterior,
he proclaims. Rain the Giant and Ruka exchange a glance. While they are more pragmatic and do not eagerly run into certain death, they can agree with their fellow warrior's assertion. The Shek do value bravery and determination in the face of overwhelming odds. The vote of confidence is enough to assuage Ender's doubts. Though he is now more determined to slow down and take greater care in picking his battles. They have time, after all. Time to get settled into their new home of Squin. Time to build their strength, get better equipped, and recruit more willing warriors. And at any rate, this excursion hasn't been for nothing. They did manage to bring back one of the berserkers, proof that these foes can be pushed back, they can be beaten. The thought renews Ender's confidence, and with fresh cats added to their purse, it's beginning to seem like anything may be possible.